about thoughtfulness in intimacy, I think I would call it a lubricant to a smooth relationship.
A lubricant to a smooth relationship.
Because it means you're always thinking how to do the best to your spouse. Part of thoughtfulness is to even take care of yourself where you are. You don't misuse yourself anyhow. You don't overstress yourself anyhow. It's part of thoughtfulness. Because this person at home will need you. If you're not thoughtful, you can exhaust yourself without care.
That means you are entering into the other room, because the last time we were in this episode, they were particular about the other room.
I think that is correct.
Also, like when you wake up in the morning, you feel like drinking water, and you know drinking water is very good. I won't just go there, take my own cup of water, leave my husband. I'll do both together, because I know it's good for me, it should be good for him too.
Most intending couples do not really know marrying into the age is all about.
Wow.
Marrying into the age, marriage. That's my coin. Because you are not marrying what you are seeing now. You are marrying what you have not seen, the package.
Wow.
And you are saying I do to what you have not even seen. But extramarital affairs is anything that takes your time, that you are supposed to share with your spouse. Most of the time is an extramarital.
Please take that again.
Any time you spend out there that you spend with your wife and something else is taking that time, that you do not have the time for your spouse, it is an extramarital affair. There must be a balance. That's what you must know how to. Rather make it a principle. Let the office work stay there. Program yourself to come to work. The work that comes as far as this end, just do it. Otherwise, you affect your relationship, you affect the oneness that Jesus wants you to keep. Right? So, but if you are giving your time for your spouse, and if you have extra time, you're going to do you're no longer extramarital. You have fulfilled your marriage.
Yeah, it's good to have you again, Rev Dr J.B Odofin.
Thank you.
And you have been a blessing to us in one of our episodes, the last episode that we had on thoughtfulness. And I think it is good that make everybody to know that you had a summary of your years of experience in counseling when it comes to marriage, and you put you made a template, like a template for teachers, pastors, people that are handling marriage, even couples, and you put a book together that is titled "Wait Before You Say I Do." Wait before you say I do. You authored this book, right. And I want to ask, sir, what is the mind? What is behind this book?
Wait before you say I do. It's out of years of experience, counseling, reading of marriage books, and discovering that most intending couples do not really know what marrying into the age is all about.
Wow.
Marrying into the age, marriage. That's my coin. Because you are not marrying what you are seeing now. You are marrying what you have not seen, the package.
Wow.
And you are saying I do to what you have not even seen. So there's need to let them know before they go out to the altar and pronounce that simple word, I do. It's beyond that statement, I do. Because subsequently, after some marriages, within 6 months, 1 year, 10 years, or 5 years. You say, I'm fed up. But you said, I do. So your reaction at this time is showing that you do not know the content of what you are saying you do to. Ab initio. So there is the need when you are in the counseling room, when you are preparing, that you have a gist of the content of what you are about to say I do to, before witnesses, before the angels of God. Entry into a covenant relationship and not a contract.
Covenant relationship.
Yes, marriage is a covenant relationship. It's not a contract of let's say how it worked for 10 years. If it's not good, I change. No. I discovered that many homes today were based on wrong foundation, on the wrong understanding of what marriage is all about. So I now said, okay, you cannot be married in my ministry, in the ministry God has called me into, without coming through the counseling period. Let me have an opportunity to let you know what you need to do. That does not make everything perfect, but I said you have the knowledge of what you are going into. So your mindset is clear. That is what informs. So before you say I do, don't say I do to the wedding garment. Don't say I do to just the wedding program. Don't say I do just to the beauty. Don't say I do just to the crowd that they're going to put together. Don't say I do because of the money that will be expended. Don't say I do because that guy, oh man, is my type of guy. Oh, that lady, there cannot be any other lady after her. That could be. If you don't know. So let me tell you, let me have the opportunity of letting you know. That's why
you put this both together.
Before you say I do,
wait before you say I do.
Know this. After knowing it, and then you say I do, you will not be saying had I known.
Thank you very much. And I think it's also a fruit of thoughtfulness of years of experience. And something struck me while going through the book, and that's the chapter 7 of this book. And I want to just discuss the elements in chapter 7, which say the topic says 5 forces against oneness in marriage. You know me, I'm keen about intimacy. I'm keen about coexistence. And I see that these factors are something that I could have taken up this book to discuss it. But while I have the privilege of having you and letting people know that there's a book that says wait before I say I do, then I said let me call you and let me have you discuss this chapter 7 with us on air. So over to you, sir.
Thank you very much. POA Diary.
You're welcome, sir.
It's an exciting experience, and you're privileged to be invited to speak about this small pamphlet. And that section you are referring to, we talk about the 5 forces against oneness. That to let the people know that oneness is a concept of God.
Oneness is the concept of God.
It is the purpose of that unity. The Lord is preaching unity using the home. He's preaching how unity should be, with the accompanying of the triune God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yet they are one, right? That concept is what he introduced to man through the institution of marriage. I know anything that God ordained, the devil is anti it. And is doing everything to anti the purpose and the plan of God. So I want to let people know from experience in life. I was able to just summarize in 5 concepts. Within each of these forces, there are branches, there are emphasis, there are segments under each. And when these forces is allowed in, the end result will be isolation. Saying you can be married and live in isolation. You can be 2 in the house, and still be like single.
Exactly. Two singles living together.
Two singles living together. And they say they are married.
They are married.
Because particular force had entered and separated them. Those still under the same roof. Isolation. You are there, you are not even eager anymore whether that person is there or not. But you are still in a marriage in quote. Therefore, I put it in summary in a way that people could understand what we are talking about.
Okay.
And each force leads to isolation if it is allowed. It means the two must work to make sure they don't allow that force to gain ground in their relationship. So number one, I call it difficulty in adjustment.
Difficulty in adjustment.
Yes. When you have difficulty in adjustment in your marriage, you almost always have problem. Because you both are coming from different backgrounds. Right?
Yeah.
You are used to a particular lifestyle. Your spouse to be is used to a particular lifestyle over the years before it came to the point of I want to marry. Have it?
Yes, sir.
And then most have been built on a kind of philosophy of life that both are used to differently. Now you are coming together. How can two unrelated philosophy be merged in one suddenly, and you want each to change immediately to either the other philosophy or this? How do you expect it to happen? It's not a magic. It takes work. So, but when you now find it difficult, you come home late before you are married. Nobody questions. Abi, you rush in and bounce on the bed. Till tomorrow, if you like, you eat. If you like, you don't eat. If you like, you remove your shoe. If you like, you don't remove your shoe. Nobody cares. But now that you are married, somebody is conscious. Somebody didn't like the way you disorganize, the way you throw your shirt here and you throw your. He doesn't like it. He's not used to it. But you are saying, maybe you are the man in the house. You are saying, I'm used to this. You can't be questioning me. You are not conscious that another philosophy is coming to marry with you. Another background, a person from different background is coming to marry with you. And you have said, I do. You have said, I do. So I'm taking you. You are saying you are ready to adjust to it at the point. So either party, each one in the relationship must be willing to adjust. Shift a little bit here, a little bit here. In our house, we pray in the morning. In their own house, they don't even have morning prayer.
No morning prayer.
That's where I was coming from. In their house, they use maybe curses to wake it. Olori dada, will you get up or will you not get up? That's the language. But here, the language is strange to you. Why? So why in courtship, we have discussed this area of interest, right? In fact, adjustment starts from courtship.
Courtship, yeah.
You already know
start designing the culture that you want to deploy in your own.
Gradually. But when you find it difficult, and either party cannot force or change the other party, and you are just married, we manage it. But you know, I said, she married. You just got married. I cannot complain. But he doesn't like it. Because he didn't understand you. You have not understood your spouse too. Both of you are just managing. The honeymoon is still covering you. Because during the honeymoon time, either can even spit into the other person's mouth. And you swallow it.
It's still sweet.
It's still sweet.
It's romance.
The other can even match the spouse at the leg, on the leg and say, you match me. Oh, God bless you, my darling. That same darling, if he matches you 5 years, I say, can't you see? The language will change. So that is what we call adjustment. An adjustment comes in economic adjustment, societal adjustment, morality, your standard of morality, before you got married. And now, the roles of husband and wife, raising of children, contrasting background. These are the things that needs to be adjusted. Because years back, our economy 50 years back looks better than now. You can spend anyhow in those days, but now you cannot.
Have to plan.
Now you can raise children in any number. Then
Now
you can. Say you see economy. Now you get job easily. Then where is the job now?
You have to be creative.
You can throw you out anytime. Before, let me tell you, economic wise, when we were in school, by the time we finished our school, we got to a company looking for a job. And as we got there, they were telling us, who told you I've been looking for you? We've been waiting for you.
In those days,
where do we get that now? So economy has to change. So you have to change. Moral life, then, people are decent. Many young ladies want to marry as a virgin. Back then. Today is no longer a norm. To many, only few. Not that we didn't have it, but only few. So, you can see that things change from time to time. So there must be adjustment also to accommodate our current situation. That is the adjustment aspect. And when it is not allowed, an adjustment is not given, wife must move here. The husband must move here to accommodate. What is the like of my wife? Which I didn't like, but for her sake, I take it. What is the like of my husband? But I didn't like it, but for his sake, I'll take this. You are adjusting, and then your relationship will be smoother than when you insist, no, this is well, here, I speak last, nobody speak again.
Have you?
You are not ready to adjust? Fine. You will remain in that home anyway. The home could still be there, but you are living in isolation. Because he keeps to himself, and she keeps to herself. So you will not be getting the best
Of the relationship. Yeah.
That's number one. The second force that could lead to isolation is when you enter marriage equipped with the worldly concept. The worldly concept of marriage, marriage, 50-50 deal. It is 50-50. You bring, I bring. That's what marriage is all about. It's not just. It is a wrong concept. If you are hearing me, it is a wrong concept. There is no 50-50 in the scripture. It is 100% as unto God. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
It's not 50-50. Because the question is, what is the measurement of that 50? How do you know he has measured to that 50? How that you are measured to that 50? And if you are doing that, you will not be fulfilling God's demand and command of as unto God. So when you are giving your 100%, he's giving his 100% as unto God, not because of you, but because he's obeying God. Then oneness is enhanced. And there are other things underneath, which I believe when we remove the mindset of 50-50 contribution to this home, 50-50. That's not talking about finances. That 50-50 not just talking about finances. Everything. Whatever you are doing for your husband, you are doing as unto God. Not because he is good. You are in it already. Not because he is good. Not because she is good. Right? But the Lord had allowed both of you to come together. Now you are answerable to God, not to him. She's answerable to God, not to her. Are you getting me? So, if you look at it from that concept, you see that when the Lord will use the issue of love, he uses home. He uses marriage again.
Yeah.
All right. And he uses the church and the love between Christ and the church as a model. When he was using marriage as an example of how love should be. He said, husband, love your wife because she is good. Is that what you have in the Bible?
No.
Love your wife because she's serving you well. He said, love your wife as
yourself.
As yourself. Right? And as Christ loves the church. And how do Christ love the church? He gave all. not to the
100%.
extent of ready to lay his life. So if you have not loved to that extent of, even when your life is being demanded, you have not gone anywhere.
Wow.
So that is the second force. Having your mindset of 50-50. Worldly mindset is a force against marital oneness. The third one is selfishness in marriage. I. My. You are not thoughtful of your spouse need, but your need alone must be satisfied. When your need is different from my need, as a family, we come together. How do we prioritize? Which one should we address first? Because the progress of my wife is by extension my progress. You know, I've gone to a stage where everyone around me that is closer to me, your progress where you are, I consider as a progress to me. Because if you are the chief executive of a company now, or any of you looking at me and know me, if I know you are the chief executive somewhere, if I come there, I won't be treated as an ordinary person. Once you know that I'm connected with the chief executive,
the honor of that person is
transferred to me.
Transferred.
You know, I've been to a place where I am at the reception, and wherever I go, whenever I go out to an official place for an official function, I follow protocol, right? Oh, sit down here, sir. Yes, sir. Fight form, I fill form. Mine is to make sure the form gets to the person. I mean, the person I'm talking to do not know me well. So I don't bother. So I'm subjected to whatever instruction on the table.
Exactly.
But after that, I know that is where it ends. The moment that person there that knows me get to know I am there, status will change.
Oh.
Because most often the CEO will come and say, please come. He now come to take you. So that's your reception officer or whatever, the front desk
person
officer will look at you. He will also stand up. So by the time you are coming down now from that CEO's office and passing through the front door, how do you think the front officer will look at you? He will stand up. God bless you.
Same honor that is due to the CEO.
The same way, when the husband is there, the wife is there.
Exactly.
When the wife is there, the husband is there.
Exactly.
Now, how do you now manage this at home? That's where the oneness comes. Package. Begin to think about how to make sure each party is doing well where you are. So what you are doing now to support you, what I'm doing to support you, you are supporting yourself. What she's doing to support me is supporting herself. But where that is not, and it is just me, selfishness, can lead to isolation. All the time, me. Sorry for my audience, I have to put in my dialect again, so don't worry. I'm sure you understand.
It's a blend.
It's allowed.
Yeah.
All right. So you discover that when selfishness is becoming your demand is one-sided most of the time. Either party may not complain again, but now we're thinking, how do I play my card fast? You are suggesting something wrong. Okay? And then that will be isolation. If I now cannot get out, then I'll be isolated.
Okay.
And then the fact is difficulties and trials. Difficulties and trials is another force that the devil uses to cause problem in the home. Challenges of home.
But I think so many people don't even prepare for this.
Oh, that's why
so many couples.
Yes, and that's why I summarize all these forces into 5 with different segments under each. So, but you see, when you have difficulties, you have trials in the home, and both of you are not prepared, you are not in the same page as talking to God from time, you find it difficult to handle when difficulty comes. During marriage, you pray fruitfulness and that and all the blessings. Everybody will shower the blessings. Yes, heaven can hear it. there may be delay. God's plan will be different, right? And the issue, fruit of the womb is not coming. First year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh. That's a difficulties. That's a trial. Are you going to say to your tent,
Oh Israel?
Oh Israel? You see, that's trial. So how do you manage the trial? Both of you face it. It is our trial. And both of you face it squarely. Two of you, one person will chase 1,000. That's the Bible promise.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Both of you know that. Two of you will chase how many?
10,000.
10,000. Now, if two of you now face that problem, you overcome it. You are moved forward. You are victorious. You have already, that becomes an experience. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But if you are not able to overcome one particular trial in your home, isolation could come. When you're talking of prayer, the single of there's one man, medicine man somewhere there. You take concussion, you add it to this, you do everything. But if you have taken the basic check and you say both of you are okay, now it means your case is in whose hand?
God's hand.
Leave it. You shall be fruitful and multiply. But the primary purpose of marriage is not childbearing,
Making baby.
not making baby. And that's where we got it wrong, especially in Africa. We got it wrong. And some churches, some even pastors, some big pastors talk about a marriage without issue. It's not a marriage. It's an aberration. It's a fallacy. It's an African concept. And it's demonic.
Wow.
Because the primary purpose of marriage is association. Right? Comfort, partnership, socialization, sharing of body, tension, whatever. Mutual help suitable. But in the course of that relationship, God's blessing comes and He gives you babies. Right? It doesn't say when there is, Africa will tell you a marriage without baby is not a marriage. That's the devil's theory and theology.
Everything.
It's not God. How do you reckon that man that served God will have a record? He's a faithful man, he served God, he did all this, he did that. And he's a minister, a priest for several years. I mean, the father of John. The father of John the Baptist. He was serving God, he was doing all he could. But he had no issue. And he had grown, still serving God in that state without bothering God again. Yeah, and he was raising other children, was ministering in the house of God. Since the time he has even forgotten, and then here comes a message.
Unbelievable message.
A message now came again to
at what time?
What he has
that you have been waiting.
Yes, what he has put behind himself. An angel somewhere, you're just coming and saying, yeah. I'm sure I used to have a mental picture of how Zechariah, the priest, will be saying what will be saying to the angel. Say, Gabriel, you mean you are coming to stir up. You come and deceive me this time. I'm not asking it for this. We have gone beyond this. Don't stir my spirit. How can it be? And that angel too was so shocked that a priest could answer that. He said, look, I am Gabriel. You know he said it. He said, I am Gabriel. I stand before the throne of God. That is my message I'm giving you. Nothing can change it. It is fact. It's from the throne of God. It's going to happen. By this time next year, you will carry a baby boy.
Defiling the laws of nature. Medical laws.
He defined it. But he got it. What am I trying to say? That you have a delay. It's not denial. But if your marriage relationship has gone into a level that whatever God brings in this package that I've said I do, which means that's what God wants for me. That is what we call about overcoming trials.
Difficulties and trials.
Financial trial is there, financial difficulties. You just got married and no work again. You know Africa, and in the leg, they look at the leg.
Left leg. The
left leg that the woman brought into this house is not good though. soon after they got married,
You need to pray very
you
well.
begin to look around.
Deliverance mountain.
ọmọ àjẹni àkíní kan ẹsẹ̀ ò dára rárá nílé yìí o ẹ̀yà lọ́sẹ̀ kíní kan rárá ọgbọ́n dá sí. Those are the devil philosophy and sermon. So the devil is always against anything God. And the last force we look at is the force of extramarital affairs. You see, these extramarital affairs, when you look at that chapter very carefully, if I ask any of you looking at me and asking, what do you think is extramarital affairs? They are keeping another man, keeping side chicks, keeping, yes, that is the first bus stop. Cool? Or
General philosophy.
What's it? Extramarital affairs. But extramarital affairs is anything that takes your time, that you are supposed to share with your spouse, most of the time is an extramarital affairs.
Please take that again.
Any time you spend out there that you're supposed to spend with your wife and something else is taking that time, that you do not have the time for your spouse, it is an extramarital affairs. For example, those of you who love computer, computer, I will be on my system. System from 9 p.m. to 12, sometimes to even 3. No time for the woman. She's waiting. She said, I know I'm busy now. By the time you now come to bed, tired, she's exhausted, she has expected to know I don't have time for her again. Or is at that time she's now ready to sleep. You now say it is time for the other room. And now she say, I'm tired, I want to sleep, I've been waiting. Maybe I'll be correct.
Very much correct.
If you don't have your way, you begin to pile up. Because you had another wife, and that's your laptop. That's your system. That is social media. That's your WhatsApp. Do you know that couples sleep on the bed now, back to back?
They use pillow.
And they are busy. Not that they are sleeping. They are busy.
Chatting.
The other one is also doing his own. Tell me, is that an extramarital affair? You carry job from the office, you brought it home. The time for the home,
let them hear.
You set the table again for the work in the office. The man is waiting. I'm still busy. I must submit this one tomorrow. Yes.
Imagine.
There must be a balance. That's where we are going. You must know how to.
Balance.
So that I make it a principle. Let the office work stay there. Program yourself. Say, come tomorrow. The work that comes as far as to this end must wait till tomorrow. Otherwise, it will affect your relationship. It will affect your oneness that Jesus wants you to keep. Right? So, but if you are giving your time for your spouse, if you have extra time, you go and do your. It's no longer extramarital. You have fulfilled your marital. We are talking of extra. Fulfill your marital first, then attend to extra. Necessary extra. It's not all extra that are necessary.
Wow.
Otherwise, it will lead to isolation. You'll be in the bed, but you are far away.
Wow.
And we talk about a couple that say, for the past 6 months, he has not touched me. He has not opened my skirt. Don't you women out there say that? Don't you men also say that? You always have a headache. My headache, my body pain. Check. I hope extramarital affairs are not taking your time and adjust so that the oneness that God intends in your home, you may enjoy it. Thank you.
Wow. Wait before I say I do. It's a lovely time with Rev J.B Odofin, and I'm sure that some people, they will be looking for this book already because it's loaded, very portable, not few pages, but it's a summary of years of experience in counseling and somebody that has 41 years of experience and still counting in marriage. You know, a lot has gone into this. I want to appreciate God for your life.
It's my privilege.
And I want to thank you for coming up with this. And I'm sure that as many that would love to get this book, Wait Before I Say I Do by Julius Bamidele Odofin, you can reach out to POA. You can reach out to me. You can put a comment on in the comment box, and we'll find a way to get it across to you. So thank you for watching, and God bless you.
Thank you, POA. It's my pleasure. God bless you.
Thank you very much.